Get in there! Yes, people, welcome back to the Magpie Channel TV. We've just watched the game there behind us in Fleet Street. Quid drinks for every time Newcastle score a goal. Yeah, luckily for them, it was only the one tonight, but it was the big one. It was the main one that got the job done. A 1-0 win thanks to Bruno Guimaraes. Oh, yes. That sends Newcastle up to 6th in the Premier League table. Joint on points with Manchester City in 5th. We'll try and walk around here, get the best lighting for you lot. And it was a interesting game, to be fair. It was one of them ones where Newcastle just had to win, get through the night unscathed, and so far so good for that win, to be fair, isn't it? So far so good in terms of getting the result and getting through the match with no injuries on the board as it stands. Thankfully no suspensions, so that's a big plus. You know, my fiat tonight was like, we're going to play the team, you're going to have Tonali ruled out, you're going to have really Bruno get sent off or something. No, Bruno was the one with the goal this evening. Bruno was the difference maker in the end. He got man in the match by Sky Sports. But I'll tell you what, you have to say credit to Harvey Barnes. Do you know what I mean? Harvey Barnes, who's stepped up tonight in that left wing position. It's going to be dark for a few seconds or so, people, so bear with us. I can see a bit of light up here where I think it may be better for the video, so bear with me as I walk up here in this awful darkness that makes the quality look terrible. But Harvey Barnes was the one that, you know, made his mark tonight with that lovely little dink ball in, the assist for Bruno Guimaraes to get on the end of after a VAR check, after West Ham were whinging that there was a shove in the back on one of the players. So here we go, a bit of better light here for you. So we got through that, we got through the VAR check, we got through the call for offside or a foul or whatever it was, we got through that and we made it count. And it was 1-0 in the end, and that is all that matters. Because the 2-0 right back in the hunt for European football, and that is the important thing. Listen, we wanted a bit of momentum heading into the Carabao Cup final on Sunday. We wanted a bit of confidence booster, considering the results went against us pretty much this weekend. You know, the teams in and around us getting points, getting results wasn't ideal. But now we do have a building block going into the Carabao Cup final after a dodgy run of form for Newcastle. What was it? 3 wins out of 4 before the Forest game, and then another little dip here and there has seen us struggle. But tonight, went with Barnes on the left. Is this a sign towards what Eddie Howe will do in the Carabao Cup final on Sunday against Liverpool? We went with Barnes on the left. Isak started down the middle. Did come off in the end. Wilson came on. Murphy on the right. That midfield three, the trusty three of Joelinton, Bruno and Sandro Tonali. Livramento left back, Trippier right back, as we expected. But Nick Pope in goal for Martin Dubravka. Let us know in the comments what you make of that. Who would your goalkeeper be in the final? And just let us know your thoughts on the game as a whole. But Pope came in, kept a clean sheet, but didn't have much to do. I was surprised, to be honest with you. I was surprised at how bad West Ham were in it. I thought they were poor. I thought they lacked a real potent threat. You know, I expected more of a Jared Bowen, of a Mohamed Kudus, a bit more of an identity from them, to be honest with you, a bit more of an attack. Obviously, I'm really glad that there wasn't one. But ultimately, Newcastle got what we needed, which is 3 points to stay in that European hunt. We've seen the results this weekend. They've been tight, they've been close, they've been Aston Villa winning, Man City lost, but Forest have claimed their spot. But Chelsea nicked the win at home to Leicester. So it's so tight in that Premier League table. It's really congested for the European places from 2nd to bloody 9th, to be honest with you. It's so restricted. So it's a matter of who takes their chances. Newcastle tonight, Monday night at West Ham, who, let's remember, being on a good bit of form under Graham Potter. They'd beat Arsenal in the other week, so it wasn't an easy game for us. With the Carabao Cup final on the horizon, a lot of Toon fans are just eyes on Wembley, thinking about Wembley. The players have probably been guilty of that themselves in the last few weeks. You know, we haven't played that well since the Arsenal semi-final second leg, and you can clearly see a lot of the lads are focusing on the Carabao Cup and that. So it was good tonight to get back to basics, get back to winning ways, and get the job done. I thought it was a lovely little dink crossed by Harvey Barnes that made it happen, and it was a nice finish by captain Bruno to poke it home. And Newcastle huffed and puffed tonight. I thought they played pretty well. I thought the midfield was good, especially for the first hour. I thought the midfield was dominating the game pretty well. I thought the defence, barred the odd moment from Fabian Schär, was doing its utmost to restrain West Ham's attack. And Tino, although he didn't look that comfortable on the ball in the first half, and Trippier with his leadership skills on the right flank there, I thought he was very good. Willock, I thought the subs did well, to be fair. When the subs came on, I thought they did quite well. You know, Willock coming on and Wilson came on. Longstaff gave the ball away later on, but you know, the subs coming on there, kind of holding their own, making things tick along and just getting that win over the line. And that was the massive thing today. It was just getting that win over the line. To have a win, have 3 points, to get back in the European mix, to get, you know, top 5, top 6 as it stands, have that boost was huge. And then take that leap, take that belief into the final on Sunday is massive. That's a big win for us tonight. It is a big win, and Bruno Guimaraes, fair play to him as the captain, got his goal, got the win, got the 3 points, and that's what we need. That is really what we need. And I was quite relieved, more than anything, to get through that game with no injuries and no sendings off. You know what I mean? That's the main thing. You didn't want to see, no, he's not come off injured. And when you seen Tonali in the first half go down, holding his shin, a bit wobbly, a bit, you know, oh, what's the matter with him? Carried on. He was fine. He is fine. I hope so. Looks that way. So, aye, I'm pleased with that one. I'm pleased to get through the match unscathed and with a win and with a clean sheet. We will take that all day long. We are in the Wembley week now, people. Stay tuned to the channel. We have loads of content coming your way with ex-Newcastle players and everything in the build-up to Newcastle's final at Wembley. And obviously, I'll be at Box Park on Sunday hosting the Newcastle United fan zone, so that'll be class. And this time next week, we will know whether or not we are Carabao Cup winners, and we've finally ended that trophy drought. Time will tell. I really hope so. Obviously, we'll look forward to hopefully seeing how Liverpool get on against Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League tomorrow night. They are playing in the Champions League. They're 1-0 up in that one, so we'll see if they get any injuries, any suspensions. Not wishing that on any players, but I tell you what, it wouldn't be bad, would it, to have that against them. Little Salah knock, root them out of the final. Would be a bit of a plus, wouldn't it? You know what I mean? Just for a little bit. I'm not saying, you know, get injured and be out for a year. Just a little knock. You know what I mean? Would be nice. Little injury, little suspension here or there. Darwin Núñez got away with one the other day. Canate got away with one last week. So, you know, well, suspensions wouldn't carry over, actually, as you pointed out in the Champions League. But a little injury wouldn't go amiss. But I tell you what, Newcastle just have to focus on themselves, focus on our game, and get the job done. We did that tonight. Can we do it? The Carabao Cup is the big ask. But for now, Newcastle have had a big 3 points on the road there in London on Monday night, thanks to captain Bruno Guimaraes. West Ham 0, Newcastle 1. Drop your thoughts below, people. Subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one.